very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society.
You're in violation of secure communication procedures, Commodore.
So we just went ahead and fixed the glitch.
There is no America. There is no democracy.
Our fifth objective, a new world order.
There are no nations. There are no peoples. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West.
Right-wing conspiracy.
What do you call it when the assassins accuse the assassin?
A new world order.
Thank you for plugging in to the Stones Unturned podcast.
Well, just a second there, Professor. We fixed the glitch.
I'm your host, Professor Thomas Henry Horan.
He reads everything.
Hello there, you lucky devils. You better bet your bippies he reads everything. I'm going to read everything at you tonight. First, let me just check in. It's summer. Tonight's safety tip. There have been a total of 3 reported alligator attacks in the last 7 days across Central Florida. Experts are chiming in with their tips on how to safely coexist with alligators. This is how you stay out of the water. Fiance or no fiance, you stay out of the water. Where were we? Hi, baby bull. Update. Got a whisker on my tongue. That's it. Okay. Update on the app. It will be slightly different. You will have access to most of the data. The problem with my old PowerPoints is when I show you the slide, I black out any contact information. You can't see whatever. But it's still in the OCR text, so for a lot of reasons, I can't put those on there. All Zodiac files, all Son of Sam files, all available Manson files. Blah, 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 blah will be on there. Searchable. The AI chatbot is not going to be available at this time. I will be legally responsible for its output. So, only Daddy Touch. And while we're on the subject, only Daddy Touch, I've played with this thing a little bit so far. I still have a lot of data to ingest. But Daddy Touch with asbestos gloves and lead-shielded radiation suit and beekeeper's helmet lined with aluminum foil. Be that as it may, there will be videos. We will try the live stream videos with chat. You will miss nothing. I didn't want to have to make you choose between websites, but it's either pay $10 a month for this on YouTube or $15 a month on the other website where you also get access. You can search through all of this stuff. And again, I've deep indexed Candy Rose and a lot of other websites. Not a lot of other websites. All Madeline McCann files will be on there. OCR, searchable. You saw the deep search. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Hi, Toad. We will see how that goes. Simultaneous live streams to 2 sites. Last time worked okay, did not work okay. We will play with it. We will see. There may not be live streams, but there will be episodes that simply cannot be put on YouTube. But that looks like that's going to have to be $15 a month. Take it or... However, even the episodes on YouTube, this is what we're going to do. Let me show you what this bad boy can do. But see, what I'm showing you, what I use, I will be using my own. This is running on my own private server. So, in fact, look how cool this motherfucker is. Look how cool this is. So, I'll give you a hint here while we wait for people. There's 8 people. We have a lot to talk about tonight. So, these Right. Right. That would be $15 a month for all. You'd miss no episodes whatsoever. You would get, there are premium episodes that cannot be put on the tubes. And you would get access to most of my material. You won't get access to the books. They're old books, that are out of copyright. I can put those on the site. Books like Chaos, I for my own private research, I can custom index books. I can use them. I can search through the book and show you quotes. That's all I can do. I can't put them on the website. Old books, out of copyright and stuff. I'll see if I can put I think Ed Sanders is still alive. I don't think I can put the family on there. But all of my existing YouTube videos and external YouTube videos, and it'll be worth it, John Toad. It'll be worth it. I buy a lot of great value stuff. Their soups, their canned soup. Mwah. And Walmart's too cheap to put a lot of additives and preservatives in their food. It's actually pretty decent stuff. Their breakfast sausage is good. The patties are just like McDonald's. That's how good they are. $15 a month, and you get all these videos and things. It may not be worth it. I don't know. But that's probably what it's going to be, and give me a couple of weeks on that. Or would it be worth it? We'll try that one more time. If it doesn't work, I'll always be on YouTube. Yeah, a lot of their stuff is absolutely fine. Just absolutely fine. So, their milk, their dairy products, everything is fine. Their cheese. Hopefully. But you'll have access to all that with that deep search, smart search. And what we'll do is you'll have access to the Magic 8 Ball. But what you have to do is, hi Gary, what you'll do is you will ask me the questions and I will pass them on to the Magic 8 Ball with the chair and the whip and the radiation shielding. This thing is powerful. This thing is dangerous. Only Daddy touch, and Daddy touch very, very carefully. So, to give you an example, at some point somebody asked me a question, and then we'll go members only here in a minute. One more time. How to peacefully coexist How to peacefully coexist with alligators. Stay away. Australia, they have those 25-foot saltwater crocodiles, the biggest Tyrannosaurus rexes. I think they found one T-Rex that they tried to claim was up to 40 feet long. But the average adult T-Rex that they have found is about 25 feet. That's what they have. And it probably lived the life of a crocodilian in the swamplands. That's why it has the stubby front legs. When it's young, it could run on dry land, but it got old and heavy, it probably stayed in the swamp. But, they have signs, turn back, morons. There are crocodiles back here the size of fucking school buses. Get out of here. And people go anyway. And then they blame the crocodile when they get eaten alive. I just love it. Every time somebody gets eaten by a crocodile or an alligator. You know better. You know better. They have the best hunting style. They just lie there motionless until you get curious, and is it alive? Then you get eaten. I love it. They've eaten dinosaurs. They've been around for 300 million years. They've been around forever. Attacks are increasing in frequency because stupidity is increasing in frequency. People watch these stupid nature shows where nature's cute. What can you say? I have never played with this setting. Let me play with this setting. It's probably a stupid idea. Oh, there we go. That's not bad. So this will be replaced by the app. So crowdsource, you will be able, okay, so here's the other thing that will happen is, you don't have to pay. you will still be able to submit links to videos, pictures. You'll be able to submit that stuff. And then I will, what you'll see on the site will be the mirror of the real private tool I use to do research. Does that make sense? It's been crowdsourced for 8 years. It's just, we haven't had a website that did everything we wanted reliably, blah, 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 blah. So I had to learn how to build websites myself securely. But it won't even be available until I get all the information ingested and everything. And it probably will not have my paradigm imprinted on it for a lot of reasons. What is going on over here? Something funny happens for some reason. I got to figure out this computer. I may have the way I got the things plugged in. See, I can't. Where's the mouse and why? There it is. What happened to the audio mixer there? Fuck. Okay, it's probably got something to do with the graphic card settings. Okay. The oldest crocodile Henry that we know of was born in 1900 in South Africa. So what will happen is you'll pass along your questions. Hold on a minute. But see, even just searching now. So if we search for, let's just say we search for Fleet White Jr. Okay, here we get what's on the website. Why would Fleet White Jr. be mentioned in the book To Plot to Kill King? So is he mentioned on a Candy Rose? So if we include a Candy Rose, look at that. These are all the mentions of his name on a Candy Rose website. And it will just take you right to that link. And this is an interview with John Ramsey, Boulder Police, mentioning Fleet White Jr. And, it cuts through the noise. It just cuts through the noise. And you can switch back and forth. You can try, was it on my old website, Great Zodiac Killer Hoax 1986? Right? There's a mention right there. Fleet White Jr. is on this thread someplace. Yeah. Okay. That's what you get for $15 a month, plus videos. Plus, there's going to be a blog. Oh, I'm sorry. And the community. The whole community. Right? So when you guys comment on a slide, a slate, these are slides, but see, you won't have access to the old PowerPoints because there's too much stuff on there. Okay. Jane Tanner. Now this helps me, okay? But then these are the original files from the Portuguese police. And you can just see them right here. It takes you right to them. There will be other websites added. You can nominate websites. This is not, I don't scrape jack shit. It's just a deep index. It's just perfectly legal. If their website is open to Google indexing, that's what we do. It's just dedicated to that site. So if you have other links, to websites that you think ought to be included in the index. The Manson family blog. You know what? I can do that right now. Not right now, but I can do that. I know the Manson family blog will be, that's a good one. What's another good one? Nugan Bank. Look how many times Nugan Bank is mentioned in this book, Big Oil and Their Bankers. I need to change this. So I need to be able to go and look at these things. This I can do. Look. Paulcast. Context. Is Paulcast a website I should scan? Now, if they're YouTube videos, you just drop them right in there as long as they have embedding enabled and they have closed captioning. To Paulcast with Paul Doherty on podcast, on Apple Podcast. Okay, I can't do this. I don't think I can do this kind of website. I mean a website like, why does it fucking do this? I gotta figure this out. Okay, a website like a Candy Rose. A website like somebody's blog. A website like Drew Beeson. Okay, it won't index YouTube. But if you have particular episodes of his YouTube episodes, you will be able to submit those links, and then I have to approve them. What happens is it get downloaded to the private server. I got a local server, a private server, and the public server. I got to keep track of a lot of strands in old dude's head. You'll be able to do that, and it will automatically pull the transcript so that you can watch it. He still gets all the views. It's an embedded YouTube player. It's just synced to the transcript so you can search through and find what you want and then go to that clip. So if I can get, why isn't it bringing in any videos? Maybe because I haven't done any. Let me try this. Let me try Manson. Okay. This is interesting. Maury Terry's notes on Ed Sanders and Manson. This is Maury Terry's notes about Ed Sanders and Manson. This is interesting. Maybe it's worthless, but I think it's interesting. Okay, I can't scrape all the fucking Reddit. I don't know if you could nominate like a Reddit thread. I don't really want to promote Reddit. I hate Reddit. Okay, I'm talking about an actual website like a Candy Rose. Like, does George still have a site? Are you with me? It will search the general web. Here's another thing. Reddit doesn't need any fucking help from my website to find search results on fucking Reddit. They're part of the machine. They don't need help. A Candy Rose needs help, okay? Something that's true crime, conspiracy related. Doesn't have to be a good website, just an interesting website. Like little websites that don't get any publicity and that don't show up at the top of Google search results. Reddit shows up at the top of Google search results all the time. A WordPress site that has interesting stuff would be perfect. Something like the Manson family blog. But see, this thing is going to be cool. Let me search again. Who did I search for? Let me search for Catherine Scher. Let me search for Gypsy Scher. Let me just search for Gypsy. Okay, there have to be... Okay, Carl Denaro. I know I have... Why aren't my YouTube... There they are. Okay, so here's a YouTube. It's supposed to search inside the transcripts and go to very specific... Gosh, Jacobs. The other thing I got to do, you got to give me a little bit of time, is because see, it's not looking through the transcripts of the YouTube videos, but it will. So give me a couple of weeks and get all the data in there. But also, I haven't uploaded that many. I haven't got that many of my own YouTube videos loaded in there. So I've only got 54 videos indexed so far. But again, you'll be able to not just watch the video, but when you watch the video, what is the problem with this thing? Why is it doing this? When you watch the video, and the transcript scrolls with the video. See? See? Cool. Okay. FBI Vault Manson records. That might work. Let me... FBI Charles Manson. Well, these are just PDFs, so scraping this site isn't going to do any good. But I might download them. Okay. That's the thing that you did. Well, not good with computers. You better get good. I advise you to get good, because you're about to get... The robots are coming. You understand that, right? You might want to learn a little something about them. Manson real crime scene photos. Right. Okay. You have a specific case? Just ask a question, and I will ask the machine. And I'll ask the chat bot. I can ask the chat bot that you will not have access to. That's what we'll do a lot of on these episodes. I can come on here almost every day and do this. And you guys ask the questions, and I'll ask the Magic 8 Ball. Tom O'Neill has a website. There you go. So what you're going to do is you're going to wait. Well, I will, because I want to do Manson Family blog first. And see, I got to go through and I got to correct a lot of this, which is easy to do on a private server. So Dr. Gene Scott, it misspelled Gene Scott because it's misspelled in the transcript. But now that I've got it all on my own website, I can run scripts that will go through and fix all that. But I got to get most of the data up. I got to get as much data as possible uploaded first. So that'll take another week or two. So if you have a question, Toe, just throw it right out there. Why does it do this? I don't understand why it does this. Because it is really annoying the absolute fuck out of me. This display messes up. What time is it? Almost 6 o'clock. Let me just go members only really quick. In 5 minutes. It's okay. But we'll do that a lot. As far as the deep research, the chat bot, that you think I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist. You will pass along your questions, and I will. There has to be this cutout for my insurance company to be able to go to sleep at night. But look, it doesn't just do tags. Stanford University mentioned as a former professor's affiliation. Kennedy assassination, but this time discussed with reference to conspiracy theories. Don't be underwhelmed. It's going to be great. And the thing about it is, this is the part that doesn't affect the raw data. And then look at these tags. So let's search for Clyde Tombaugh and see what happens. Right, it goes to this video. Does it go to the actual mention? That would be cool. It better go to the actual mention. No, it did not. It did this before. See, when I switched things over to Cloudflare, it broke a lot of stuff. I got to go back and fix it. But what it will do is it would go to that particular mention of Clyde Tombaugh in this video. And it's watch on YouTube. This is the YouTube embedded player. So Manny or Drew or anybody's videos, they still get the views, they still get the clicks, they still get the ad revenue. So if you watch it through my embedded player, you get the embedded transcript, which has been scanned for tags and keeping track of entities. Well, let me just go ahead and ask the Magic 8 Ball a question, or somebody come up with a question. Put it over here. I better put it over there. I have no idea what website this is. Somebody asks a question. What connection do the Pritzkers have to Jeffrey Epstein? And again, I got to go through and make sure most of these instances are spelled correctly. It thinks deep. See, part of this experiment is I asked. I will be able to toggle this as to whether it includes my paradigm or not. Now, see, there won't be anything about that on here, Toad, but I will try. Temple of Set guy and Charlie Kirk. Who's the Temple of Set guy? Here we go. Based on the provided context, there is a connection between the Pritzkers and Jeffrey Epstein. Multiple slides on this mention Epstein at least as close to Hyatt owner Tom Pritzker as was Les Wexner. Specific details. He's listed as the owner of Hyatt company closely associated with Epstein. Nick Pritzker and Thomas Pritzker both are mentioned in various contexts, along with Tom Pritzker, indicating they may also be connected. Business ties. Hyatt Hotels Corporation. There's evidence of a close relationship between Hyatt and Verdigris Systems, which enables smart buildings using ARM technology. See, it reminds me of things, if nothing else. And then it takes you, or at least it takes me, to exactly where I supposedly had this information right here. And this is why I can't show this to you, because the OCR text has all this information in it. Aquino and Charlie Kirk? Well, let's try it. Now, the answer will get better